So in this video, I'm gonna talk to you about how we went from making $200 a day to $700 a day. Now that doesn't mean every single day we make $700. It's averaging out. Let's say some days we might make 1,000, some days it might be 500, some days it might be 800, some days it might be $80. Why? Because nothing is guaranteed in business. No matter how long you've been in business or what you do or whatever marketing, nothing is guaranteed in business. So I'll give you a high level overview of the process that we went through. Now this is more of the growth phase, right? So I'm gonna kind of skip the starting point of the marketing that we did, just because I already have plenty of videos and podcasts on that subject. So I figured I'll start this video on how we actually started to progress towards that and how we'll keep on progressing to go from 700 a day to 1,000 to 15 to 25, so on and so forth. Now keep in mind, all of this will be based on your goals, right? What do you want to achieve with your business? How much do you want to make per month? How much do you want to make per year? How much time do you want to spend out in the field? All these things will factor into how much money you should make, or how much effort you're gonna put into the business, or if you're gonna be mostly, on the back end or the front end, right? So there's, based on your goals will determine how much, what you do, how you do it. That will all determine that. So if you want to make $5,000 a month, that'll be different than someone that wants to make $15,000 a month. That's gonna be different for someone that wants to make $30,000 a month. So everything will be different. So just make sure you take what I say and kind of mold it to fit your specific situation, because even if you give the same person the exact same scenario, exact same budget, exact same experience, the outcome of those two will be completely different. So here's the three main things that you need to make more money in your business. It's paying customers, it's more paying customers, and more frequent paying customers per day. Meaning if you get one customer a week, okay, you need to get one customer a day. When you get one customer a day, you have to go to 2 customers a day, to 3 customers a day, to 4 customers a day, to 5 customers a day. And again, even if you're trying to go for correction or coatings or washes or maintenance details, it's gonna be the same. You need more of them. So if it comes with more, it means you need more of you to fulfill all the work. Again, it's gonna go all back to your goals. What do you wanna accomplish with your business? Because if you don't wanna deal with the headaches of hiring and training and all this other stuff and payroll and all that good stuff, okay, then do it all yourself. But when you do everything yourself, you are going to limit your potential. And the crazy thing is that you won't know how much you're limiting yourself, because being a one-man band, you don't know what you're actually capable of because you're doing everything yourself. So this what leads me to the story of me and Lex. We started off with doing 1 car a day. Lex would go do it. It quickly turned into, hey look, I'm booking in more calls, let's do 2 a day. So then we quickly went to 2 cars a day. And then after that, we went to 3 cars a day. Shortly after that, we started hitting 4 cars a day. So throughout that time, we were upgrading our equipment and restructuring our pricing and services. So look, we didn't have a crazy extractor. We didn't have what we have now. We didn't have double everything. As we got more customers, as we made more money, as we had a better understanding of what we needed to do in order to fulfill 3 or 4 vehicles per day, or to do X, or whatever the case may be. As we went along, we would look at, okay, well, we're messing up in this. Okay, let's fix that. Okay, if we got this, it would help us with that. If we hired someone else, it would help us with this. So as our business went along, we figured out what we needed, what we should spend on. And yeah, along the way, we lost money in terms of we spent $200 on that. We didn't even really use it. We would do this. So we went through various iterations as we grew. It's not like, hey, before we get started, man, let's go out and get XYZ. No, as we went along, as we started going from 1 to 2 to 3, we would upgrade this, we would upgrade that, we would upgrade the van, we would upgrade the shop, we would hire on more people. So it was a progression, right? It was as we kept on growing and working and getting more customers and making more money, is when we upgraded equipment and changed things around with our operations, our pricing, our services. Now here's the thing, okay? When you're out in the field, working on a vehicle, right? When you're out there, 80% of the time, the business does not grow. Yes, it makes you money. Obviously, you have to service customers, but the business, the needle of progress, does not get pushed forward if you're out there in the field. So when we first started, it was just me and Lex. Then, I'm the one responsible for growing the business, getting more customers, right? So we said, okay, hey, how about we hire a part-time or a helper that can go out with Lex? So then that took me out the field. Now, the crazy thing is that, again, it all goes back to your goals, but you realize how much work you're doing on your own and how limiting it is for the growth of the business. So fast forward 2 employees now, and everyone is shifting roles, right? So now we're moving a detailer that the detailer that's with Lex will turn into a crew leader. Lex will come back to the shop and not go out to the field anymore. The first detailer that we had will be moved as a digital creator, and we still need to hire another entry-level detailer. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because what is the worth of Lex, right? What's his value, right? Let's put a hourly rate, right? Let's say his worth is $50, $75, $100 an hour. So if he's worth that much to the business, then why is he doing a 18 an hour task as a crew leader, right? So if we're trying to grow and his impact to the business is $100 an hour, but he's working on an $18 an hour task in the field, then there is a huge discrepancy between what he's doing and what he's actually worth and the impact that it has on the business. And the same thing goes with me. The same thing will go to whoever you hire. You put them in the place where they're most impactful in the business, right? So for us, it doesn't make sense for me to stay on the field because the business does not grow. The business does not grow if you're out detailing the vehicles, right? So Lex needs to be at $50 an hour. Right now, he's at $18 an hour. Right now, I'm at $20 an hour, but I need to be at $200 an hour, right? And you have to put the pieces in place in order to get to that point, right? So I want to hire two other digital creators. We need another, crew leader. We're gonna need 3 other entry-level detailers. Why? Because putting people in their place, as far as a team, opens up the possibilities and allows you to do more work. Not just in servicing customers, but creating content, marketing. Like having a team in place broadens the spectrum across the board of how much money you can make, how many hours you don't have to work in the field. Like just the possibilities open up as you get a bigger team. So right now, let's say we're averaging $700 a day. Our next goal that we want to average out is 1,100, which puts us right under $25,000 a month. And look, it's all gonna be based on your goals. Once we hit 25,000, does that mean we stop? Does that mean we've reached the top? No, we're just gonna move the goalposts back. After 25,000, it's what? I don't know, 35,000, 40,000, right? So that's, if the goal is to reach a high revenue number of 25, of 35, of 45, you cannot do that alone. You cannot do it as a one-man band. As you get more people, you're able to take on more work. You're able to, well, not take on, but you're able to hand off more work. Like with the YouTube videos, Alex has been a asset to me in helping me create these videos. If we get someone else, I'm able to create more content, and not just for my Detail Groove channel, but for our detailing channel on the Instagram account. Like the possibilities open up, and you're able to have so many more moving parts if you have the right people in place. So for us, going from 200 to 700, it's been, yes, because we're getting customers, we're servicing them, but now to continue the growth, to get more customers, to make more money, to open up more opportunities for us, it's getting people in place. It's hiring, and yes, look, it's labor. Your highest expense, if you have employees, it's gonna be your labor cost. Nothing will match that. It's gonna be how much money are you paying out in labor. But look, the more people you bring on, the more opportunities you get, the more ways you're able to make money, and the more money the business makes. So it comes down to your goals. If you don't wanna hire, if you are not looking to go to 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, you can bypass a lot of this. It's based on your goals. Another frequent question I get is, what about profit? Isn't this all eating into your profit? Again, there are so many ways you can go about what is profit, right? For us, me and Lex, we've agreed, we're not too focused on getting so much profit. Why? Because we're looking at this business 10, 15, 20 years down the line. We're not trying to cash out over the next 2-3 years. So we're more than okay not having a big fat profit margin right now, so we can reinvest more of that money back into the business, so we can hire more people, so we can make more upgrades. We don't care about making all the money right now. Why? Because over the next 5 years, the growth that we see there will triumph what we're doing right now. So for profit, it can go so many ways. But another key point on the financing is put yourself as an employee and have a whatever salary that you need. So let's say you don't take out any profit, right? But you have a $60,000 per year salary and you just get paid like an employee at $60,000. That's another option. Another question I get is, well, how do you pay them? How do you pay the team members? They're employees. They fill out a W-4 and an I-9. They are on payroll. They get paid every 2 weeks on the I don't know what. They have hourly rates. Like it's a business. Like the company withholds taxes. They pay their taxes at the end of the year. They'll file a W-2 or whatever it is. They're an employee. Like every other business, they are an employee. We don't do we don't percentage like 30-70 of the detail, or we don't give them no. It's just they're paid by the hour. And they accept tips, and I want to do my best, and I want to say this on camera so I really stick to it, is that I want to create incentive bonuses per month or per quarter to just kind of give everyone a share of the pie, right? Like one thing I just want everyone to be incentivized to help the company grow. And if we grow and make our revenue goals, well then I want to make sure everyone gets compensated properly for all that hard work that they do. And to show that we appreciate their hard work for the business. So now, on top of the hourly rate, on top of tips, I also want to implement bonus structures. I don't know yet. I need to talk to my accountant so I don't I don't overdo myself on it. But that's another way that we'll pay them: hourly, tips, and bonuses. Another question is, are they part-time and full-time? Right now, the 2 team members that we have, they are for the most part full-time. Sometimes it might be a little less depending on weather, but for the most part, they are full-time. And again, it just, you hire as they come along, right? Ideally, you want everyone full-time there, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. But look, some people just don't have that schedule. They have part-times, they're just starting, whatever. Not everyone will be the exact fit, and that's okay. The point of running a business is you fit the pieces where they can. So as of right now, everyone is full-time. Maybe the next two people that we hire, for the most part, should be close to full-time. But you'll just hire as they come along. If you can only hire a part-time for 20 hours that you just pay cash, so be it. That's what I did. We did that for so many, it worked for the time that we had it. So you just hire based on what you need. And the last question I get, and when I get this question, I can tell that you have been misinformed with a lot of things. But the question is, are they employees or partners? The only partner I have is Lex here in the company. I don't have everyone else will just be a team member, just on file as an employee. That's pretty straightforward. There is so much misinformation of hiring and paying. When I go on detailing forums, if I do on YouTube comments, man, the way I see some people talk about hiring and paying, I'm just my guy, that is off. You are off on the mark on what it actually takes to pay someone, or the pay structure. It's baffling sometimes to be whoa, where did you read this? Where are you getting this information from? So anyways, hopefully this video made sense. Hopefully the topic stayed on hand. Let me know if you have any comments, questions, concerns about anything, about the topic or our goals or what I'm doing. Again, every business will be different. How you hire, how you pay, the job roles, the duties, the responsibility. Every business will be different. No 2 businesses will be alike. So you work on your business, on your goals, how you what you see, your vision, your goals, your whatever. Every business, what is going on outside, every business will be completely different. So I'll talk to everyone on the next one.